Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Gatlopp, or a hell of a game. And this is a new horror comedy about a group of old friends who reunite for a nostalgic evening playing fun and games after a decade apart. And after having one too many doing this drinking game, they're playing this board game and didn't realize that they basically made a pact with this game to finish this game and somebody has to win before sunrise or y'all gonna die. And basically this is dark, like a dark horror comedy version of like Jumanji, except like it's not animals and stuff like that, but you're playing charades and doing certain things like this, and it has some fun concept and ideas. It's like you have to act out your favorite movie, but make sure you don't lie about what your favorite movie is or the game's gonna be offended. Like truth or dare, and like make sure what's your biggest regret, make sure not to lie or the game's gonna get offended. And it's that kind of thing where they keep playing on these different like old school kind of games you play with people and what's the most warped crazy way that you could present it, and you have all these different interesting elements here. And director Alberto Belli, I think, has some fun with it. There's a frantic energy about it. This is an hour and 20-minute film. It moves, it sets things up, it moves along. There's some heavy emotional moments too, because each of these characters have some serious baggage that they're bringing into the film. And there's one particular moment with Emmy, Raver-Lampmen, Sam, with her mother that was horrible and like just hit so hard. Jim Mahoney, who wrote this, who also plays Paul, has a lot of baggage with his ex-wife, and that boils up to the surface. You have Troy, Sarunas, Jay Jackson, and Troy and Sam had a history together, and they have to confront their things. And, you know, like John Bass's Cliff is just kind of there for the comic relief part of things. But he does confront, each of them have to confront something from their past and try to move on into the future, and, like, it wears its themes on its sleeves. It's crazy. It's some dark, silly fun to it. And in general, I think it does a fine job with its concept. It's not particularly like fresh or interesting. Like I said, we've seen these kinds of things before with like a board game coming to life or a game coming to life and challenging people. But I do think Alberto Belli does a fine job of bringing energy and emotion and fun out of this scenario. I think the writing is solid as it builds off of each of these characters and all of their baggage and has a little bit of something for each of them. And I think the cast is real solid too. I think John Bass does a fine job with his comic relief part, and I do think Emmy Raver-Lampmen does shine amongst the cast and really deliver a strong performance. And in general, I think this is a fine little film. But those are my thoughts on Gatlopp, or hell of a game. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.